Donald Trump's tweet announcing his intention to withdraw the US's 2,000 or so troops from northeastern Syria appeared to be an explicit rejection of the policy advocated by establishment Washington, both Democrat and Republican, mission creep, to use Syria to project regional influence against Iran and Russia. The defeat of ISIS was the only reason the US was deployed in Syria, he said at the time. But even if the intention was clear, the order was vague.
When President Trump said gave the withdrawal timeline, it sounded very quickly, but there's always a question about, they want to leave in good order, a question of how they withdraw, what they do with the weapons, how they can, not leave a security vacuum. We don't quite know the timetable. The order has been given, but this may take a few weeks or a few months to execute.
And there was a suspicion even then that, as has been the case in the past, when presidents attempt to curtail the US's wars abroad, that vague timeline would give Washington's hawks the opportunity to thwart Trump's stated goal. On Sunday, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham announced his intention to convince the U.S. president over a White House lunch to at least slow the withdrawal. And after the meeting, he said he'd succeeded.
The goal has always been the same, to be able to leave Syria, make sure ISIS never comes back, our partners are taken care of, and Iran's contained, and I think that's possible. It's going to take a little longer than everybody thought, but hopefully we can get there.
Trump's Monday tweets do not mention Iran, though, continuing to emphasize that U.S. troops are in Syria to combat the Islamic State. If anybody but Donald Trump did what I did in Syria, which was an ISIS-loaded mess when I became president, he said, they would be a national hero. ISIS is mostly gone. We're slowly sending our troops back home to be with their families, while at the same time fighting ISIS remnants. So this is the key question. What is the goal of the US presence in Syria? Because clearly, if it is to remain a key strategic player in the immediate region, the Syrian occupation could be indefinite despite the latest reports of a 4-month timeline. Al Jazeera, Washington.